Welcome back to Moms Unbothered, the show where we ditch the toxins, trust our instincts, embrace a healthy lifestyle, and don't care who it bothers. My name's Jordan, and I'm also with Kate. In this episode, you'll hear about our elimination communication wins, Thanksgiving foods, and some other random girl thoughts. Before we get into this, if you love conversations that challenge the status quo and help you level up your health, take 2 seconds to hit that like button. Subscribe if you're watching on YouTube, or leave a quick review if you're a podcast listener. It helps more moms like you find this podcast. And let's be real, the more of us out there, the less we have to explain when we don't let our kids eat McDonald's.
So what are we going to talk about first?
Okay, I wanted to share, Romy's almost 17 months now, but a week into being 16 months, we've been doing elimination communication since like she was 4 months old, and a week into being 16 months old, she started telling us when she has to poop and pee, like verbalizing, like poop, pee, and then we'll go put her on the potty, and she goes. Isn't that crazy?
Genius. Yeah, that's insane.
She's a genius, but like also it works. Elimination communication, aka just like natural potty training, I guess. Like we literally started putting her on the toilet at 4 months old. It's crazy. And then so many people start as a newborn too, but
do you have a small potty, or she goes on the big? She's always on the big.
She poops on the big potty, and then she has a small potty, okay. Which sometimes she started just going on herself too, like not even saying anything. And I was like, this is wild. Wow. It's wild. It's crazy. The average potty training used to be 18 months old, and it's like almost 3 now.
Yeah,
and that's crazy.
Insane.
And that's because of disposable diapers.
Big diaper
company. You guys, they just don't want you to succeed. They want you to just keep buying diapers forever.
Yeah.
And you don't have to.
And also, another one of my friends, her name's Instant Loss on Instagram. She's like you. She's always done the elimination communication. But she says, like, babies aren't comfortable peeing and pooping on themselves. Like, they very much absolutely hate it. And that's the only reason that I'm, like, even, like, toying with the idea. I'm just like, I feel so bad. You know, next time I have kids, shit. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like how uncomfortable. So yeah, that made me really think of it differently.
Yeah, and people like roll their eyes like, oh, babies don't have sphincter control like newborns, but yeah, they do. They like full on do, and they show you cues of like when they need to go. And
what about nighttime? What does she do?
She stopped going overnight around probably 5 or 6 months old, which I think is abnormal. But I mean, I could not put a diaper on her tonight and we'd be fine. Every once in a while she'll go if, like, she drinks a lot of water or something close to bed. But I know people who are, like, hardcore into elimination communication, which I did, like, a soft version, and she's still going at 60 months, which is crazy. But I know at night they'll put, like, a little potty next to the bed, and they'll just take their diaper off and put them on. Like, they'll usually just kind of stay asleep or go or whatever. But
that is dedication.
I didn't do all that. Yeah, I didn't do all that. No thanks. But yeah, she doesn't go at night. Like we'll use the same diaper on her at night, like for like weeks straight, because it's just she doesn't use it. So
yeah, that's wild. Good job, Romy.
I know. So either EC works, or I just have a super genius baby, or both.
Or both.
So yeah, very exciting things, and I just think everyone should do it. It'll save you so much money and time. Like I would much rather. She's much more at that age where she's like excited to do things and like learn and stuff. And like so many people say, 3-year-olds are like fighting them on the potty and they don't want to go. Like I've seen moms in my mom's group, their 4-year-olds aren't going on the potty yet. And I'm like, that's crazy. That's crazy.
I want to know my tip though. If you, this is what I did with Barrett, and I feel like this is why he caught on to potty training so easy. We started like right before he turned 2, I think. I've just always had him, I had like a stool up to our toilet, and I've always just let him pee standing up like their dads do. I feel like it's so much less intimidating. Obviously, girls can't do that, but if you have a boy and he's scared to go potty, that might be way less intimidating than making them sit on this thing with a hole in it. You know what I mean? So
I've heard boys like you put like Cheerios or something in the toilet and they like to pee on them.
We did that, and then I also just would let him, and I still do, let him pee outside. Just to like, it's just, I don't know, just get used to it peeing somewhere.
Oh yeah. Romy's always peeing outside. And we told her like, it's okay to pee outside and on the potty.
Yeah. I just have always let Barrett pee wherever outside. Like, if we're playing at the playground, you think we're gonna walk inside? No, we just pee right there.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Public setting. Yeah. Do it.
No, like in our backyard. Like if we're on the swing
Oh,
set or something, like we're
you
gonna
meant
just
like
pee
at the
right there.
park.
No.
I was
Yeah,
like, that's
around
a
everyone
bit
else.
much, but
No,
okay.
like if we're outside, I'm not gonna be
Yeah.
like, you need to go inside. You just pee on the tree right there.
Yeah.
But I don't have any tips for girls because never had a girl.
We need to
And-
have the EC lady come on. I think
Yeah.
her handles go diaper free.
Yeah.
I love her. But yeah, we should have her on. Talk about it.
The other thing I was talking to Jordan about is we both follow On Track Baby, I believe it's called, and they're occupational therapists. And it's just so crazy that, like, okay, for example, everyone knows I'm anti-vax. And people will tell me, like, oh, you're not pro-science. You don't trust the science, which I just do my own, like, I look at the science and it's not correct. But it's crazy that the same people who preach that and like get so offended are the same people who will be like, cry it out is okay, and rice cereal is okay, and formula is just as good as breast milk. It's like you're denying science to make your life easier. And I'm not shaming you if you use formula or anything like that. But it's just like facts are still facts. You don't have to, like, people are almost defending their stances because it makes their life easier. Like yeah, I'm sure it is easier to sleep train your baby and let them do cry it out so you can get your sleep. Like, yeah, that's easier, but it's detrimental to their brain. And I was reading on Track Baby that because a lot of people do like taking care of babies method and Ferber method and all the things, and it's usually like a eat, sleep, play type thing. So they only nap for a certain amount of time during the day, and then you go and wake them up. And I was reading on Track Baby that is one of the worst things you can do for a newborn's brain, because their brains are developing so fast those first 3 months. Like, they need the rest. But people are telling these moms, wake your baby up. And it's like, On Track people were talking about how, like, obviously no one's hitting their milestones on time. Like, we are messing with their brain, essentially. And I just think it's so crazy because it's like, I think that we just got to put our pride aside and just be like, yeah, maybe what's easiest isn't probably what's best for our kids. And, like, I'm sure there's so many mistakes I made when Barrett was a baby. Never did cry it out. But, like, I think we just got to put our pride aside and just be like, oh, I didn't know that. Next time I'll do this. Or, I don't know. It's just wild to me. We cherry pick the information that we think is good for us. And then if, like, something goes against what we were taught or we believe, it's just like, no, that's not true. I'm not believing that. Yeah.
I know. I like to hear all the sides.
Yeah.
And then figure out what's actually true and not. But speaking on the sleep thing, I was actually just listening to a sleep specialist on this podcast. And she was saying how, like, we're obsessed with making babies sleep when it's like it's like breathing and talking or whatever. It's like just biologically ingrained in us. Like, we're gonna do it, right? Like, why do we
when the
need
time
to?
is right.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, and like temperaments involved and everything, and we're like just so obsessed with making babies sleep when it's not necessarily normal. Like, the way they're sleep, like the way we're making them sleep is not their biological norm.
Well, and it reduces the risk of SIDS. So, like, if your baby is waking up, say thank you, baby, because you just woke yourself up from, like, babies die in their sleep all the time. It's natural for them to wake themselves up. And also, I just think, like, people don't know about, what are they called? Leaps? When a baby's, like, leaps and just, like,
Developmental leaps.
Yeah, developmental leaps. Like, there's so many months where babies are just getting terrible sleep, but it's for a reason. If we would just tell moms that, I think they would feel less guilty. And, like, like, I got to get this baby to sleep. Also, I think
go ahead.
just having your baby sleep through the night isn't, like, a flex, really.
Oh, yeah. No.
I don't think anything in motherhood is a flex, right? Everyone's on their own little spectrum. Everyone can do whatever they want. Nothing is a flex, except I do think giving unmedicated birth is a huge flex.
Someone was like, someone made a reel, and it was like, you don't get a trophy for giving birth unmedicated, and all the people in the comments were like, they deserve one though, like, for real. I was like, oh, good, this on the right side of Instagram. Also, just every baby's different. Like, my best friend Megan had a a daughter 3 months before Romeo was born, and she like from the beginning just didn't really want to cuddle. Like she just wanted to sleep by herself. But her
Wow.
son now, she just had a son, and he's like much more high needs, like much more sensitive and needs to be held to sleep and nursed to sleep, and it's just like night and day different. Same parents, you know, same environment, just two different kids. So every baby's different.
Yeah, for sure. Every baby really is different. I think I would have scarred Barrett if I like did cry it out or like didn't do attachment based
Oh.
parenting because he's so sensitive. He's still
Okay.
sensitive.
Oh yeah, you're not
Like that.
teaching you. Go ahead.
I was gonna say at night if he wakes up and I'm facing the opposite way, he'll literally wake me up and say, "Can you face me?"
Literally, Romy
Like, he
does that.
just
She
likes
doesn't
to
say
be-
like, "Can you face me?" But like, she'll literally pull me to,
Yeah.
to roll over, and I'm like,
Yeah.
"Yo, what's happening?"
Yeah, I think some kids are just more sensitive.
Yeah,
And I'm a sensitive person, so it makes sense that my kid is ultra sensitive.
That same podcast I was listening to, she said that the babies and toddlers that are like more high needs for sleep and like need to be reassured and comforted through the night, she said every single one, 100% of them were the best like pre-K and beyond sleepers she'd seen. So clinically speaking. So I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, Barrett sleeps great now. If anyone has a terrible sleeper, mine was a horrid sleeper, and he sleeps great now. So if that gives you hope, you will sleep through the night again. Except sometimes he does wake me up and say, like, "Can you scratch my back?" or "Can you face me?"
That's so
But like he
sweet.
goes to bed right away after. So
That's so sweet. We got on. Before we got on, weren't we saying like people who judge us for being anti something and then
yeah, like because they say we don't trust the science, or like they look at the science, but it's like you're not looking at the science for everything else that you're doing.
Yeah.
It's just like it doesn't. You're being what's the word I'm looking for? Hypocritical.
I also think it's so funny. This is such a good example of this. Did you see about the Campbell's Soup CEO? Like some audio got leaked, and he was talking about how he can't believe like people are eating their soup, because he's like, I would never eat it because our meat is 3D printed, like it's fake meat, like it's made in a lab meat, and he was like, I would never put that in my body.
Is that
And so-
legal?
I don't know. And well, I must be. And so these people that are like what did Larry said something to me the other day. He had just showed me I think he just showed me the clip about the CEO. And I said, yeah, and people think I'm crazy for like eating whole foods and like
Yeah.
caring about what goes in my body. And yet you can go buy this $2 can of soup and like call that a meal, fake soup.
I'm trying to like think the last time I ate Campbell's soup.
Oh God, I can't remember. I used to eat
it when I was a kid for sure.
I used to eat SpaghettiOs straight from the can, like not even heated up. I would take them in my backpack, and then before practice, after school, I would open the can and like just eat them
What are
cold.
you opening the can with?
I would bring a can opener.
An electric? Okay.
Old school. I'm a '90s baby.
Okay. Yeah, now I'm thinking of the Campbell's chicken noodle soup with the tiny little chicken clusters.
It was probably real chicken back when we were kids, but it's probably
That's
it's
true.
not
That's
anymore.
true. We weren't 3D printing back then.
Or we were, and they just weren't telling us.
Yeah, true. We didn't land on the moon. Anyway, should we talk about holidays and how we handle them?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. So okay. Before like probably 3 years ago and beyond, when I first started being crunchy, because I've been doing this for like 6 years. So the first 3 years, I didn't really care about ingredients on Thanksgiving and holidays, because I was just like, what am I gonna buy $100 turkey? Like I can't afford that, so I just ate whatever my parents would buy. And then over the years, and like same with like the stuffing and all the sides, like I was like, oh, what am I gonna buy all the ingredients to make everything like healthy? I was like, no, I can't do that. So I would just eat whatever, and it was fine. But now obviously it like I can buy a better choice turkey and stuff. So we do that. So I think everything was organic at our Thanksgiving for the most part yesterday, and like we did a pasture raised turkey, organic, all of that. But yeah, I'm never like I'm never turning down food. Whereas Joey yesterday, some of the stuff wasn't gluten free, so he just passed on it, which is obviously fine. But and he also made a small chicken too, like a little organic pasture raised chicken. And he ate most of that instead of the turkey, which like I don't care. Like I
Because he
don't
just
care.
doesn't like turkey, or he just didn't like the quality
Barrett
of the
put
turkey.
soap in the thing that the turkey was thawing in, even though the turkey was completely covered in bags, so like it didn't get on it, but he was just like, that's grossing me out. I'm not eating that turkey. But and the chicken ended up tasting better anyway. But that's really what we do. I don't really like I feel like I don't have food sensitivities anymore. I don't have any like besides feeling like crap. Like we went on 3 walks yesterday just because I didn't
Yeah.
want to feel like crap. We went on a walk before we ate, right after we ate, and then after we ate pie just because I didn't want to have like a sugar crash. But other than that, I feel like I'm pretty relaxed on holidays. But I do remember when Barrett was little, I was not chill. Like I
No,
was definitely like,
he can't
don't
have that.
give him that if it's gluten, if it's not organic, like if it is gluten, don't give it to him if it's not organic, all that kind of stuff.
I agree with you. Like, if I was like Joey, like, and I was having a really bad reaction to something, I wouldn't
Yeah.
eat it. Like, I just
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
want to feel like shit for no reason. Like, no reason at all. I don't
Yeah.
know. What if you were
And
going? Well, go ahead.
I was gonna say, and when you travel, you don't like to eat bad because you're scared.
Yeah.
You're not
Yeah.
scared, but like you don't want to,
I don't
get
want.
sick
Yeah.
or your immune system to go down, which
Yeah.
makes sense. Um, I still do it.
What if you were going to someone else's house and like it was all like everything was bad? Would you eat it? Not
Yeah.
bad, but like just fake.
Yeah, I would
Fake.
eat it. Wait, fake?
Yeah. Like, what if it was like Velveeta mac and cheese or something?
No,
And
I probably wouldn't do that. I would probably stick to like turkey. Like if there was maybe a
what if they
salad.
cooked the turkey in plastic? Like those bags.
I would probably eat the middle, I think. But I'm not a big turkey person in general. So it's
Yeah.
like I'm not eating a lot of it. I don't know. I try to have a balance. Because I think 2 years ago, my mom did cook the turkey in a bag, and Joey and I still ate it. But yeah,
I don't know if I would eat a bagged turkey.
yeah, we made sure this year. We like told my mom like, okay, no bag. Like we'll buy a stainless
Yeah.
steel roast thingy it can go in, and it worked out fine. So you don't have to use the bag. Also, I've heard you can use cheesecloth. Put
Oh,
cheesecloth
interesting.
in butter, in melted butter, like soak it in
Yeah.
butter, and then put a cheesecloth on.
That sounds really good.
Yeah.
That's smart. They make super cheap organic cheesecloths on Amazon. You can get them. I like to control what I can, so I'm like happy to bake
Yeah.
everything and cook everything. My favorite part of like Thanksgiving and the like holidays and stuff is the dessert. So like I'm more than happy to just make those myself so I can feel comfortable eating them. And it's like I'm not scared to eat others' stuff. I just don't want to feel like crap. And like, yeah, it's one day, but it's like sometimes that stuff piles on for weeks afterwards. You're feeling the repercussions, you know? And I just like, if I can avoid it, I am going to avoid it, you know? And like, there's just so many, you can just make all those same delicious things with better options.
Yeah, I agree. Like yesterday, I made 2 pies, and I took some like other people's recipes. They weren't my recipes, and then I just tweaked them
Yeah.
to be like gluten free. I use like organic coconut sugar, like that kind of stuff. And then like Joey would like eat it, like he loved it.
Yeah.
I think he had literally 3 pieces of that buttermilk pie that I made.
I've never had buttermilk pie.
Dude, me either until yesterday, and it was fire. You should make it. You would love
Sounds
it,
so
I think.
good.
Yeah. It was so good. And it was so rich, but it didn't have a ton of sugar. I think it tasted so rich because had the buttermilk.
Yeah. See, I'm like Joey. I avoid gluten, but like yesterday, I ate gluten, but it was organic and it was. I made it all, but like I made an apple pie and then I made a like a cranberry bar thing. It
Wow.
was so good, and I used maple sugar instead of like white sugar. Well, I used a little bit of white sugar, but not a lot. So like, I'm gonna eat all this. It's
Yeah.
so good.
Was it just you 3
Yeah.
for your Thanksgiving? Yeah.
Yeah, it was nice. We made like a little chicken in the crock pot, which I'd never done before, a whole chicken. It was super easy. That's like the easiest thing ever. And then I made mashed sweet potatoes, and I just used butter and cream. Make sure there's no gums in your creams because that'll really fuck up your stomach. But
What cream did you use then? Because I can't find creams without gum.
The Kalana one. Kalana?
Mm.
Kalana?
Kelowna.
Kelowna?
Colonic.
I did not say colonic. But I would love to do a colonic.
So would I.
No, they were out of that, but that's my favorite brand. Alexandria is another good
Mm-hmm.
one.
Yeah, I was gonna say Alexander and
But our store
Alexander.
was out of cream, so I used God, what's the red one? The red milk.
Um,
You know which one I'm talking about?
yeah.
Let me look. Wait. Let me
Are you
look it up.
typing red organic milk? Red grass-fed
Oh,
milk?
Horizon Organic.
Yeah.
I used their half and half. They don't have cream, but their half and half has no gums or anything. It was just milk and cream. So
I also made, speaking of half and half, no, it was heavy whip. I made my own whipped cream. And I didn't realize how easy that is to
oh,
make.
easy.
Yeah, I literally just did that, a little bit of vanilla, and then I did add a little bit of powdered sugar.
I use
But like, I feel like it would have been fine without it.
yeah, I use a little bit of maple syrup.
Oh, smart.
And
I
then
should've
instead
done
of powdered sugar to like thicken it, it'll thicken nicely, but if you wanted to like it to hold structure like a cute little whip on top of a pie, I use beef gelatin.
that. Smart.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're very smart.
I'm so smart.
You are. You're very you're in the kitchen, you know, like replacements
Innovative.
for
I'm
things. Yeah, yeah.
innovative.
Whereas like I would have no idea what to be swapping things for. Yeah, but yeah, I
Oh, and
guess
then Larry made a mac and cheese, and I ate that. That was gluten, so
pop off, Larry.
yeah. But like, I didn't let Romy have any gluten,
Yeah.
and she didn't care about the sweet potatoes, and she ate a lot of chicken. And she like hums when she likes something. When she eats, she's like, Have you seen that movie? Have you seen the movie The Switch with Jennifer Aniston?
No.
Well, the guy and then the little boy in there, they like hum when they eat, and that's what she does. She's like,
They what?
They hum when they eat. She
Oh.
does it. It's so cute. Oh, do you want to talk about the final walkthrough on your house?
Yeah.
How did it
I
go?
actually, I actually made Joey go because it was 3 hours long, and I had Barrett's going through a stage where he won't stay with anyone unless it's me, Joey, or his dad. And I wasn't taking Barrett to that. So at the last minute, I was just like, you just go. So they had to FaceTime me for a little bit to go over paperwork. But basically the house is like move-in ready. All they have to do is, you know, like when you buy a new house, they put little pieces of tape everywhere where there needs to be like, you know, touch-ups and stuff. Yeah. So there was a bunch of those for the painter to come fix. But I loved how meticulous our builder was, because he like the smallest things that neither Joey and I would see, and Joey's very type A, like on another level type A. The builder would just like point out stuff and be like, replace it, not good enough, or like there's a scuff, replace it. And so it felt good.
That's good, yeah.
Yeah, and then he's basically they said like, okay, you move in, and then like within the first 90 days, like if you see anything wrong, we'll come fix it for free and stuff, which is nice because it's like
Yeah.
we're
You're
not going
spending a
to
lot of money.
we're not discover everything on the first before
Yeah.
we move in. So I thought that was very nice of them.
When does your furniture get in?
Next Friday, so we close in the morning, and then our furniture is scheduled to deliver at 9 a.m. the same
Oh,
day.
wow.
Yeah. So we're like trying to figure that out because we're not supposed to close until 11 a.m. So it's like our furniture people will already be there, and it's like you can't reschedule that type of thing
Yeah.
because it would have to be the next week. So we would go,
Yeah.
you know, without furniture.
Oh, yeah, that's tough.
Yeah, so we'll have to see how that goes, but I'm excited to
That's
finally.
super exciting.
I haven't lived in my own home in 3 years.
That's crazy.
Almost 3 years. I moved out March of 2023. Technically, I moved out in January, but the house sold in March of 2023. Yeah, and we're almost done with 2025.
That's
so-
crazy.
I know, isn't that?
That's crazy.
Yeah, and I love my family, but I can't believe I have lived with them for so long. But I think I was in such fight or flight and just like so sad, and all the like my life was so chaotic that I didn't even realize like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, I would like my own place again.
Can you believe how much has changed in a few years, too?
No, if you told me this was my life, I would not believe you.
That's
three
crazy.
years ago. I was thinking about this the other day. So I started my Instagram page in March of 2023 when I moved out of my house with my son's dad, and that's kind of when I like gave my life to God and was like, I can't live my life the way I do it anymore. And that's when my Instagram blew up or whatever. But like a couple days before I started my Instagram, I got a brand deal with Primal Kitchen on TikTok, and it was my first like bigger brand deal, and it was for they sent me like 50 different items of like sauces and all the stuff, but it was for 1,250 dollars, and and that is a lot of money, so don't get me wrong, but I remember thinking like, holy cow, this is an insane amount of money, because it was
It
almost
is.
half of what I made in a month. And that's when my wheels started turning of like, okay, if I could just make like $3,500 a month, that like I could be set. Like if I just do a couple of these brand deals. Anyway, and then it turned into like what it is now, but it is just crazy to look back on and like see the evolution, especially in my Snapchat memories of like me bawling my eyes out, so sad I sold my house, me getting my first brand deal, and like I specifically remember when Love Every, is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Lover.
Lover. I don't know.
I really, when Barrett was a baby, I really wanted to buy their stuff, but it was just obviously way out of my price range. And I remember like the first time they reached out to me when he was like 3, maybe he was 4, and they like asked to collab, and I was just like, this is insane, because I used to want to buy your stuff so bad, and now you want to send it to me for free and pay me. Like it's just,
So cool.
it's crazy how, yeah, it's just crazy how it all comes full circle. So if your life sucks right now,
It'll
take,
get better.
yeah, take some, have faith that it will get better, because it will
It
get
will.
better.
It
Yes.
will.
Yeah.
One
Thanks, editor.
one of my Instagram friends, Organically Faye, who you follow, we just found out.
Yep.
Anyways, she just got to 10,000 followers like yesterday or the day before, and it's like just crazy how excited you get for your Instagram friends. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so proud of you. And it's just like so cool to just see like the growth happen like slowly, because like yours blew up quick, but like
Yeah.
it's fun to see the ones who are like been trying for a while and then they
Yeah,
finally
yeah.
get there. It's so cool.
Yeah, I agree. And also, it's just nice. I feel like Instagram friends are more supportive than friends in real life.
Crazy.
Isn't that insane? Like, how many people celebrate me online compared to people in my real life?
It's crazy. It's crazy like how many strangers I've told and like celebrated the little wins with, and then like people in my real life like don't have any idea.
Yeah, because you don't feel comfortable
Yeah.
telling them, because they'll take it as you're bragging.
Yeah.
Like,
Or they
nobody in
just will like
my...
roll your eyes like they don't take you seriously.
Yeah. Yeah, like I feel like nobody in my hometown, like my old friends, or I just don't tell anyone anything, because it's like everyone just takes things as bragging. So it's like no
Yeah.
one follows me. None of them follow me anyway. But yeah, it's just crazy how much support you get online compared to in person.
I know.
And I feel like it's because, like, I feel like I'm genuinely a person, even when I was struggling, I still really celebrated people, like when they would get pregnant or when they would get married. Like, I really tried to always go to the things. But I feel like a lot of times people in person have a hard time celebrating you, because it's like they feel like, oh, well, they reached that milestone. I feel like I'm behind, Like, I don't know.
Comparison is
'Cause
the thief of joy.
Yeah.
Thing, but
Yeah, for sure, comparison. And I like saw something on TikTok the other day where it's like, just because some good things are happening in someone else's life does not take away from all the
Yeah.
good that can happen in your life. Like, you guys are going this way. Like,
Yeah.
you're not trying to go at the same
Yeah.
thing, even if you have the same goals. Like, just because someone has success with something doesn't take away from your chance of having success. So that's a
And
good
it's
thing
like-
to remember.
it's like fun. It is, and it's like fun to like. It's like fun to like. You keep each other motivated. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, like, oh, you'll
Celebrate
get
the
no
wins.
lull, like, posting, like, you don't feel like posting, and then you see, like, other people going at it, and you're like, oh, yeah, this is, like, yeah, it's fun, like, it can be
Yeah.
fun, and have a good time, and, yeah, it's motivating, yeah, it's fun. I don't
Yeah.
know. I also think, like, like, you used to say a lot, too, you'd get embarrassed, like, from just thinking about what hometown people are saying about you, but it's just, like, it's hard to get past that, but it's like, why do we care?
Yeah. And like, I think I didn't really ever think about it until more recently, as like my page just blows up, and then I hear people telling me like, oh, so and so was talking about you, so and so, showed us whatever. But But I also, again, I saw something online the other day. It's like time is the number one thing we have in our life that we cannot get back. So like if people are taking the time to talk about you or like share your things or whatever, it's like how miserable are you to be
Yeah.
using your free time to speak on whatever I'm doing. Also, I was thinking about this. Everyone that has social media and posts is posting like as if they were an influencer, whether you're acting like it or not. Like, but at the end of the day, why is it cringe if I post something versus what you post? You know what I mean? Like, whether I'm posting on my Crunchy Mom account and they're just posting on their normal everyday people account, like their goal is for people to see it and for people to interact and give validation too.
Yeah.
So it's like, what? We're not that different. I'm just getting paid for it. Like,
One of my friends told me a couple days ago I should make have like a consulting, like where people can come to me and I help them like get their house started in like low talks or whatever. And I'm just like, I have such bad imposter syndrome. It's kind of like, why would I do that? Like, no one's gonna listen to
You
me type
so
of
could
thing.
do that.
I know, and I so could do that, but I don't know. It's just funny, like the pressure we put on ourselves. And then
Yeah.
I like get jealous of other people who post so like freely and with like no inhibitions, and I'm like, how do you
Yeah.
do that? How do you like not be self conscious? But I don't
yeah.
know.
I just always remind myself when I'm dying, I'm never gonna be like, oh,
Yeah,
she was
Yeah.
talking about me.
yeah, that's so true. We won't care.
Yeah.
We won't care.
Yeah. I feel like all we're going to care about is just like our kids when we're dying. So it's like,
Yeah, probably. Yeah, you're right. Like who's around us? Yeah.
yeah.
I don't like to think about it, but
And then Joey sent me something the other day and it was like, when you die, yeah, people will remember you for, people will still talk about you for a couple years. Your grandkids will probably remember you. But like your great grandkids and after that, nobody's going to talk about you again.
I was thinking about that. It's just
Yeah.
like one generation to wipe us out clean.
Yes, yeah.
And
And
think
so
about that the past few weeks.
yeah, but it really like mentally was like, oh my gosh, yeah,
Yeah.
nobody's going to care.
No one.
Remembered. Nobody's going to remember us.
So sad. So sad. We should
Yeah,
have
but
Joey come on and we can talk about what it was like building a house. And you guys are kind of like the
Yeah.
it couple right now, so we should talk
Are
about
we?
like what being married's like, how it's been for you guys.
Wow. Thank
And
you.
does Joey give you the ick yet, or what?
No, surprisingly not, honestly.
That's good.
Let me try to think of a time though. He really doesn't yet. I'm sure he will. I always wonder if I give him the ick.
Probably he's watching you eat that gluten. He's like, I gotta kiss
Yeah.
those gluten lips later. Like,
Honestly, probably. Like when I choose to eat badly and he doesn't, he's probably like,
I don't know. Your type B-ness probably rubs his type A-ness a little wrong.
for sure. Absolutely.
Like, does he yell at you for leaving the toilet seat up?
No, but if you guys don't know, Joey flushes the toilet with his foot at home and puts the seat down, like the lid down, after every time he pees.
That's crazy.
Yeah. He does get upset with me with my clothes, though. Not upset, but he's just like, babe, like, can you please put the clothes away? Because they'll just be scattered all around.
God,
the
he
floor.
would hate my house. You know what else he would hate at my house? He would hate it. We don't do this when we have guests, so he'll never know. But like, if it's yellow, we let it mellow around here, and I think he would lose his mind.
Yeah, he'd probably be so grossed out.
He would definitely be using. He'd put a cover over his shoe to flush our toilet.
for sure.
Does he wear shoes in the house?
No. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, never. Never. He and he has a strict rule of like not. I don't want to make him sound bad because like he's obviously doesn't like yell at me.
Yeah.
Or like even say anything mean. But one day I was so tired I just ordered bear at Jimmy John's, and Joey's like number one rule is like no food in the bed. Please never eat in the bed. And he came upstairs and I like had a blanket or I had a towel out and was letting Barrett eat on the bed, and he's like, okay, this time I'm actually upset at you.
Oh.
You know, and it was just so funny because he was like still nice, but he was like, I'm actually upset. Like I feel like you're not taking me seriously. And I was just like, sometimes it's hard because I went so long being a single mom, and even when I wasn't, I was still just doing things on my own. So sometimes it's like hard to take into consideration other people's things because I'm like, This is how I've always been doing it. But it's a learning curve.
Do you think Barrett's going to sleep in his own room when you move into the new house? No.
No. Alaskan king bed, thank God they sent me a free bed. And it's massive. It is huge. It's like a king on steroids. So, I just wanted that just in case as we have more kids. Just like I never want Barrett to feel like, oh, but like we moved into a new house and I'm not allowed to sleep, you know?
Yeah.
Like I never want him to feel like that. So I was just like a big bed is a must for us.
Do you say to him like, "Oh, here's your room if you want to sleep in there," like, or do you just let him?
Yeah, like he knows he can. And sometimes he'll be like, "I'm gonna go sleep in my own room," and then he'll go in there for 2 minutes and then be like, "Never mind, I didn't want to."
Sweet.
Or sometimes he'll try to like be like, "I'm gonna sleep in Nene's bed," and I know he won't, so I say yes. And then like 10 minutes later, he's like, "I just can't do it. I just want to be with you."
That's so sweet.
Yeah. So yeah, he's a co-sleeper. But like I slept with my mom probably till I was 10.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah.
I don't remember ever getting in bed with my mom.
Wow.
Unless we were on vacation, we would share a bed.
Was she making you cry it out?
I don't know. Who knows? Probably not.
Were you
I like
like
to think
cuddly with your parents when you were little?
I remember like maybe snuggling up on a couch watching a movie, but like
Yeah.
I don't remember ever getting in bed with my parents.
Yeah.
But you know what I would do is I would be so scared. I would sleep under the kitchen table.
Jordan, that is
Isn't that
so sad.
I know. I would like bring my teddy and my blankie and a pillow and I would sleep under the kitchen table.
Because you didn't feel comfortable going to your mom?
No, I don't think so. I think I was just so because their room was upstairs and mine was downstairs, and we lived in the middle of absolutely nowhere, and so I would just like freak myself out. Isn't that so sad?
Yeah, that is really sad. That's so sad. I can't think about it. I'm thinking about Barrett, and just that makes me so sad.
I know. I guess I need to heal my inner child.
You do. You got to co-sleep for at least until the age you stopped hiding under the table to sleep.
God, I don't even know if I can remember doing it. I was obviously a little older.
Yeah.
I don't know, but whatever. I do love a good cuddle session now. So
Yeah. Same. I don't like sleeping alone ever.
yeah, adults don't like sleeping alone. Why are we making our kids sleep alone?
Yeah. I like cannot sleep without Barrett. I don't like sleeping without Barrett. It's just like I'm the dependent one. Well, so is he, but
Have you guys seen that show, I Love a Mama's Boy on TLC?
no.
It's like about these couples where the woman like is really upset because the husband has like a really close relationship with their mom. And I'm like, that's gonna be you guys.
I'm gonna watch it. No, Joey like since Joey has come, he's like, okay, babe, like we are raising Barrett to be a fully functioning adult who will leave his home. Yeah. So like he does like make sure Barrett like, you know, you're putting the dishes in the sink every morning, you're getting up, you're getting dressed, you're brushing your teeth. Like, you know, he like makes him have like a rigid schedule, and like we like really try to tell him, Barrett, like when he doesn't want to do things, that's when you have to do them, just to instill that you can do hard things. So I feel like that's been really good. Because honestly, before I didn't really ever think about like, oh, I'm raising someone's husband or I'm raising like a man who's going to lead a house. Like I never thought about that. But then when Joey started talking about it, because he likes to read parenting books.
That's cute.
Yeah, when Joey started talking about it, I was like, oh my gosh, you're right.
That's crazy to think about.
Yeah.
I mean, Larry says the same thing. He's like, Romy, she can stay with us forever till she gets married when she's 45. But a son, like, he's going to be out at 14 or 15. I'm like, okay, well, that's crazy. But, like,
Yeah,
he's like, no, he's, like, literally going to be independent.
Yeah.
Like, we're cutting him off as soon as he's moving out. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's just so important. But it's also equally important to be that nurturing. Like, boys need, and I think it was Dr. Amen who talked about this. Boys actually need more nurturing than girls. In terms of, like, if you're always telling a boy, like, stop crying, you don't, like, boys don't do this, you don't show him, like, all the things, they're not going to know how to process their feelings as adults. Whereas, like, girls are kind of better at that. But, like, it just makes sense. I know so many men who just are so emotionally unavailable because they were probably told as kids,
Yeah.
like, don't
Boys
cry.
Yeah. Quit acting like a girl or whatever. Also,
Yeah.
their frontal lobes just don't develop
Yeah.
nearly as, like, I think it's like 35 or 20,
Yeah.
28 or something. It's
Yeah.
way later in life. So even Larry, the past few months, he's like, I think my my frontal lobe's finally developing. I'm like, oh, good for you. That's great.
I
That's
do think it
lovely.
is in the 30s for men.
Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah, so they definitely, but yeah, they need to learn how to lead and be men too. So
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, there's got to be a balance somewhere, but it doesn't start when your baby's a baby.
yeah,
Or a
I know.
toddler.
Yeah, don't let them cry. Don't let
Yeah.
them cry it out. All right, this was
All
good.
right. Goodbye, everybody. I hope you loved the episode.
Like, subscribe, and follow us on YouTube. Okay, bye. That's it for today's episode of Moms Unbothered. If this conversation made you think differently, question the norm, or even just feel a little more empowered in your health journey, do us a favor. Share this with another mom who needs to hear it.
Subscribing and connecting with us on social media. It helps us reach more moms who are ready to take back control of what goes in, on, and around their family. We'll be back next week with another conversation. But until then, trust your instincts, question everything, and stay unbothered.